Hi everyone, it's Gail, and it's Forgotten Friends Friday. Forgotten Friend this week is every kind of paper you can think of, altered paper, and we're gonna make some stuff. I don't use this enough, and it's just time. So we're gonna do that. Let's say hi and hugs, and we'll get organized here. Hi and hugs to Phyllis, Joanne, Teresa, and Maria. Thank you so much for watching and for your kind comments. Okay, guys, I need to put this kind of down beside me, so because it is so full, it's scary full. This bin is all it's all embossed papers. So I've got all these papers. Then I've got my my bases that are blank, my blank bases. And then I've also got my bases that, let me show you, that are like, they're stuff like this. So we can make a journal card out of that, stuff like that. Also, I have some music here. I have bunches of music, and I don't use it enough either. So let's just have ourselves a play. I don't know where this is going. No idea, but this little one kind of hit me with the title of Summer Sky. I like that. But I don't want to use, let's use this. I'm just going to cover that. Okay, off we go. Off we go. I'm thinking we're just going to have ourselves a little play with all these different papers, at least some of them. So I think what I'm going to do is put glue all on this, and then I'm going to lay it down there. I like that Summer Sky. That was speaking to me. So, and this is white on the other side. Probably wouldn't even need to be covered, but we could if we wanted to. Okay. So I am going to just kind of try and center that a little bit. Plop that down there. And there we go. Okay, so I could cut it or I could tear it. There's pluses for either, but I'm just gonna cut it so that it's theoretically nice and even. And then there's some other little pieces of music for us to use in something else, huh? Okay. Oh, I like that. That's fun. Okay, so then on the back, I mean, it's white, but that's the purpose of this was to use up some of these papers. I'm going to put this cicada paper on there, and that can be written on. Okay. This one, I don't want to use the art glitter glue because I don't want the lines, but I'm going to use glue stick. And this one's almost gone. Maybe we can use it up on this little journal card. I don't know. Oh yeah, getting there. Trying to get to the corners here. Okay, so I'm just gonna lay this even part on the bottom there, and boom. That's the cicada paper with a little bit of stenciling. I'm gonna cut this, and if it needs a little more, like right there, I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Maybe should be doing it here too, because it doesn't want to cut like I want it to. I grabbed a few more of my Distress Oxides in different colors. I've had several people mention that I always use the same colors, which I do because my Distress Oxides are way over there, and they're in containers and stuff, but they're not where they're super handy to use. And so I just don't grab them. So I grabbed them today because they're kind of a forgotten friend too. Okay, so here where that's just a little raggedy, I'm just going to use my sander on there. And that will just make that nice and neat. Okay, so this guy needs some around it. Now, I did grab, which is the ground espresso. Haven't used that in a while. So I have a double thing. I think I got this at Snippety Doo Creations. The oxides on one side and the inks on the other, which is kind of fun. So I have some Distress Oxide also in that color. So that's why I did one of each. Okay. So somebody asked me, when you don't use your ink pads, do they dry up? Yeah, they do. So it's best to use them. It's just, I wish I could fit everything at arm's length that I want to, but it's not possible. There's too much I need to just grab. But yeah. I suppose I could do one of the drawers beside me, but I think they do hold up a little bit better in those tin boxes that Tim sells. Okay, so that's going to be a little journal card. And excuse my reach. I'm going to leave it because I have an idea for it, but I'm not ready to execute totally yet. So I'm going to put this under my mat because it's curling because I used the Oohoo glue on it. But that was fun. What do we have in here? We've got, look at these. What are these? So it's like just part of a page that's been done. Let's do some Victorian velvet on this because I think this could go in my peony journal. How wide is that? It's about 5.5, but that's just what it is. It might go nicely under a belly band or something. Yeah, it's just half the paper. I just envision that as a little double journal card there. But let's grab the Victorian velvet and let's just rub over it. There's some leaves too, and I do have some green here. Okay, that's pretty. And some green right here. I might just go lightly over the leaves, just a little bit. Okay. Now I think I'll round these edges. do, you know what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go over a little bit with the pink. If I can find my little thing again. Go over with the pink and then do some vintage photo on the edges too. Kind of go out, or in, I should say, to the piece a little bit. Okay. I don't think I'll do the whole thing. I think I'll just do the front. So basically having a play today with who knows what. I think what I'll do is I'll only do there's like 4 or 5 more of these, but I think I'll just do one of each type of piece of ephemera so that we're moving along. Okay, so that's pretty cute. I kind of think I'd like a label of some sort up there though, which heaven knows I have a bunch of those too. Just one second, get those. We'll do a homemade one, how about? Of some sort. It goes up and down. That's not gonna work. This is a cute one. Could I go like up and over maybe? What do you think? Would that look weird? But I could go like that. I'm gonna do it, why not? This one will probably need to go under the mat too now because it's gonna be a little bit. Do we need a word or anything? What do you think? Something? I don't know. Set those over there. Let's see. Maybe something here. Oh, almost could fit that. That's gonna have to be cut into. I just want one line though. Every day has wonder. Yeah. See, excuse me again. Get my little old wrinkled inside of my elbow in front of your face. Yeah, nice enough for short sleeves here today. I mean, not that you want to be outside, but inside feels good enough. Okay, that's just a lot of writing space, and it'd be kind of fun to try and write over that. Okay, you are going under the mat to smoosh down too. Okay, so we did those. There's a few more that we could do, but we won't. I've got a embossed napkin here, which would be real fun on a sack, which I happen to have one right here. What if we just cover that whole thing with that napkin? Yep, let's do it. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to, Oh yeah, there's a little bit left. I was going to say, I thought I might have to use the new one, but I think we're going to be okay. Ah, you want to go the other way, Gail. Try not to open the sack. Okay. Now, I think I want this up first so that I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Well, that went way better than I thought it was going to. Okay. Maybe we'll just take our water pen and kind of tear that just up in here. Can you hear that? That's my husband's chair. He's putting down his chair. His recliner. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty. That'll be pretty in a journal, won't it? Okay, let's just... Sorry, I gotta use vintage photo. I don't know why. I just like the color that it is. Probably habit more than anything, but I enjoy the color. I feel like that could have a little something across the top, like a label or a something. Kind of that. Okay. Something right across there. Nice. I need some of Rachel's have roses on them, like this one. Oh, yeah. This has such a pretty edge on it, too. Just went over and had myself a little shop at Roxy Creations last night, and I love supporting her. Plus, she just has the coolest stuff. I will say the postage is a little steep, but, you know, sometimes you have to just do it. Okay, so there's a nice little sack to go in some journal. So we're going to stick that under too. Smoosh that flat. Okay, enough with these. We have so many other papers. So many. Okay. So I've got the cicada paper here. Let's just see what we've got first. Of course, we have the music paper, but here's some stamped paper. Here's some painted on book page, some water, or no, those are acrylic paints. Cicada paper. This is beeswaxed paper. I love that beeswax paper. Oh, these are all beeswax too. These are my digitals that I beeswaxed. Okay, so let's go with beeswax. Okay. Oh, more stamped stamp tissue and stuff. Ooh, that says collage to me. And then we get down to jelly prints and painted stuff. More jelly prints. Then we've got Mamagami, which is this. Looks like more jelly prints underneath that. Yeah. Okay. So this spoke to me. So we're gonna do a little collage. Let's put this other stamped paper with this stamped paper. Okay. But I might want more of this, perhaps. Okay. So could we use some of that, and then could we use some jelly prints or something? Oh my gosh, look at all these painty tags that I need to be getting those done too. I mean, there's just all sorts of funness in here. That's a postcard. Maybe I could use that bee on there. We'll use little painty too. Okay, so I'm going to set these down here on the floor. Okay. I'm going to do something with this one. It's a little postcard covered with some fun stuff. So what if I put that there? Let's do that. Yeah. Sticky. Get rid of this one here in a sec. I really could use a wet one. Been crafting all afternoon and haven't wiped my hands once. Let's put you up there. Smooth you out a little bit. Okay, I like that on there. Well, it needs a flower or something, I think. I'm going to snip the corners slightly. Okay, and just because we're being good and we're trying to use other things, I'm going to just use the ground espresso on this. But I kind of needed to ink and think a little bit. Okay. That's going to show up pretty well. Yeah, then I think we just need a little flower on that side. It's subtle, but lovely. Okay. Now, let's see. We could have a flower, or we could have maybe a mushroom. I don't know. That's cute, but that flower kind of covers up my bee. I know we have something in here that'll be just right. That's probably too big. I don't want it to cover up there's little one. Perfect. Persistence pays off. And don't think I need to do anything to that. Let's just put it on there. Gosh, once I found those tags, I'm like, ooh, let's play with those. But we can play with those with these papers, and that'll work. Okay, that's very fun. I like how that turned out. Let's put it under, flatten her out. What do we have here? What do we have? We've got some stamping. Ew, I love that one. That's so cool. Yeah, I feel like all those are ready to rock and roll. I feel like these need more. I'm going to just put those. This one, I feel like it just needs some distress ink. That'd be fun for Christmas. Let's finish that one. Look at that. That one's really cool too. It's already sewn around and everything. I don't know why it's not in the to-do box. But heaven knows I have plenty in the to-do box, so that maybe is okay. Okay, this one just needs something through it, I feel like. Maybe a little... I'm calling Christmas on this guy. I'm looking up at my yarns and stuff and was thinking I might have something in here that could go. Oh yeah, look at this red here and green. Maybe I want this green. Yeah. Okay. What if we cut this in half and put 2 strings? I want to have a day of jelly plating here soon. It's been a long time. I don't know about you, but I cannot fit everything I want to do into the days. I just can't. It's okay. Ta-da, that one's done. That was quick and easy. But I like that. It's got a butterfly right there. I could put something more Christmassy there. Scoop my stuff a little bit. I'm wondering if I have like, oh, yep. Well, I don't know. I've got a green Merry Christmas in here that maybe could go right on that edge. I can grab it. I don't love it. Oh, maybe, hold on. Maybe one of these. Maybe one of those. And then this. Yeah, that's better. It's good each time we have an ephemera session to do some Christmas, you know. Then it's going to be done when we're going to have some stuff to play with right away when the Christmas season starts. And I'm kind of excited about that. Okay, let's glue you on there. few here. There a little bit. And then you. Do I want it straight or do I want it straight? Okay, Merry Christmas. Scooching it over because it's on a piece of that. This is snowflake paste and it's pretty thick, so it wasn't sticking well. Okay, well, good. There's that done. Now I'm thinking this one here just needs a little, let's ground the espresso on it. I'm just gonna I like how that's looking. That is cool. Now I would like a mushroom again, but something small so you can still see some of the background. This one might have something that would work better. Yeah, see, there's just some little things, maybe something that would, want it to be a little bit taller. Not purple. And there's some people. All those mushrooms are too big. No. Okay, I'm looking at this little girl and I'm like, okay, she's too big. But she's cute. Okay, not finding what I'm looking for in there. Let's try the other one. I suppose it could be a flower or something too. Uh-oh. Where's my other bag of flowers? I keep doing that. These ones. Are these? Oh, maybe they're the ones that go in there. Fungus. Flowers. Got the wrong pack. Okay. But some of these are orangey, and this one looks like it's, oh, it's a cactus. Yeah, I don't think I want a cactus. These are from that really funky, don't like how that's flat on the top. So I'll cover up too much. What is this funky flower? That is a funky flower. But it looks kind of neat on there. I think I'm going to put that on there. Oh, this goes with the other one. That's why. Okay. Keeping the ephemera straight. All of those are just easy to grab right now. They're just right there, so that's why I'm just using those. I need to go through my ephemera. Hopefully I will have asked that question and you guys will have answered. here soon because I'm really feeling the need to do some work on the old ephemera books and bins and all of that. Somebody was saying that kind of their mojo is gone, and I think sometimes, at least for me, when my space gets out of control, the mojo goes. It's like I just don't even want to look in there, let alone make something. Okay, I think a little bit of tape on the bottom, maybe, wherever the end is. There it is. I want to cut that in half. Not the easiest to do, but got her done. Okay, now I need another paste because otherwise I only have 2 and I need 3. Whoops. And I'm going to cut it. So let's see. Tomorrow is the day that my daughter and her family fly to, let's just tear it if it will, fly to Dallas for a volleyball tournament. And so we're going to have Alfie for a few more days. Okay, we did that. I think I want a little darker around the edges though, so I think I'm going to use the scorched timber. I think this will make a fine tag for fall. Oh, get on there. Okay, I need to do a little work on the old tape here. And here. That's the thing, kind of messing with it and cutting it in half takes some of the sticky off. There we go. I guess I got it. Okay, so there's another tag. Now, what about this one? This one, not a color combination I would use very often, I don't think, but I think it's pretty cool looking. Sometimes I get stumped with these because I like the design so much, and it's like I don't want to cover any of that up. So, I mean, in some ways, I don't suppose we have to. We could just grab a topper and call it good. But no. I see purple. I see purple up there. Let's use this and tie a bow. Okay, my little hint on the bow tying. Make your right rabbit ear go round the top and push your other rabbit ear through. If I could grab it, can't seem to. There we go. And then your ears will be on top and your tails will hang down. Ta-da! Okay, so what else? Let's look in here too. What do we got here? We've got envelopes. Envelopey things. What is this? Ooh, look at this tag. How awesome is that? I feel like that one's done. I mean, what else would you do to that? That's just, it's kind of oriental looking. You know, my friend Lynn's doing an oriental journal. Wonder if she would like that. I'm not sure what to put in there. I don't think I have anything that is shiny gold like that. I'm just looking around my room at the moment. Let's just take a quick perusal in my crazy basket here and see if there's anything that would work. Yeah, I'll take this. Lynn's going to be at the retreat that I'm going to, so I'll take it and see if she wants it. Okay. I think I'm going to use the whole thing again. Nice and shiny. Okay, cool. All right, let's see what else is in here. Got quite a few postcards. I used a lot of, you know, I didn't even know these were in here. So they really should probably go into my to-do box. These are brushos. Haven't used those in forever. Can't even remember how, to be honest. Isn't that one kind of cool? I don't even know what happened with that. That's one of my digitals. I have a jelly print tag digitals. That's what that is. Those are fun. This one's really close to being done. Really, so's that one. That would be nice with a focal point. Look at that one. That one's done too, except for a topper, I think. This one could just use a flower or something. I'm just grabbing the ones that are striking me that we could do. Oh, look, these are stack and wax. They haven't been sewn around. I guess that's why they're in there. Okay. Well, I didn't expect to find all these things, but it's pretty fun. I'm almost wondering if there's a bird that would go on this one. If it's a, you know, kind of an up and down sort of bird. Oh, here's an owl. Oh my gosh, I think that is adorable. It just needs a little label and then we're good to go, I think. Okay, let's look at these. I'm thinking size-wise, the labels might be one of these, one of these, one of these. Probably this one. Look at that. Can you believe it? Okay. So, I don't think he needs any, doesn't seem to need any distressing around his edges at this moment. Are we all worried about this black streak right there? Oh, Gail, grow up. No, that's no fun. It's no fun being a grown-up. Okay, guys, I'm really excited I found these. Definitely need to get them into my to-do box, though. Not these, but the other ones, because I feel like we're knocking them out pretty good here. Okay, and then what do we want for a topper? That's some just green baker's twine. Yeah, that's not exciting. I'd rather have plain old baker's twine. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, and just like that, we have ourselves a little owl tag. Okay, cool. How are we doing time-wise? I better check. Oh, we're good. Got about 10 minutes. 10 minutos. Do you think we can finish some of these? Maybe. This one, I feel like all it needs is a topper. Ooh, look at the back. That's sprays. That's what that is. We should dig down in the toppers and just see what we've got in there. I can't even. All I can see is the top layer. Ooh, look at this. That's it, right there. So crazy. All these needed was a little TLC, but maybe, see, here's my theory. Maybe they needed to be forgotten friends for a while. Like maybe when I was actually making them, maybe it was just like, I don't know what to do with that or something. Sometimes you need a little time to figure out what it is you want to do. Pop. Okay. This one is a jelly print, and then I put some oh my gosh, modeling paste on it. Okay, so let's do that. Then I think it needs a hole reinforcer. That's what I think it needs right there. Then I wonder why I get so full of glue. Okay. Might as well put one on the back too, just to be. I don't know, consistent maybe is the word I'm looking for. Who knows what the word I'm looking for is. Okay, there we go there. And then I think it needs a topper and maybe a little bit of something around the edges, and I think that one's done. Just doing all the easy ones, aren't I? Sorry. See, that's why I don't have these inks all over the place. They get in my way. Oop. Okay. How about we use another one of these? think I'm going to cut that in half and I can use it for 2. When in doubt, the twine always looks good, I feel like. Okay, there's that little tick. This one, I think what I'm going to do with it is put a slot in the top. Right here. And then that one looks like Christmas to me too. I mean, it's got the sparkles, but different colors, but that's okay. I've got some purple twine here. It's not quite the color. Ooh, 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 wait. It's long, hang on. Oh my goodness, it's a huge piece of something. Okay, here we go. That is the same color as that. So we are going to use it. Gosh, you just never know what you'll find when you start looking in a bin you haven't looked at for a while, huh? Okay. There, that's sweet too. Okay, this one I felt like needed, I think it needs a big flower or something on it. I love the back of the jelly printed ones. They're always a little bit messy with paint and stuff, but I don't know, kind of makes them fun, I think. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going flower for this one. Don't know what yet. I like that. I wish it was a different color, but let's just make sure we're not missing something. Oh goodness, got a whole bunch of them out here now. Their little leaves get all tangled up. That's nice. I think I like that one better. These tall ones. That's it. Going with it. It's the shape of it. It's the color of it. It brings out, there's a little bit of pink right there. So, cool. This, though, I am going to take a minute and put a little, just to knock back that white a bit. Okay, I think I'll use the new glue just because these, I have a terrible time not tearing them, so fighting with the glue is not a good idea when working with these. Oop. Well, that shouldn't go anywhere. Okay. Like that. Feel like I'd like a little word right across there, or something. These are all butterfly things, so no on those. Let's see. Here I go to Pink Monarch again. Oh, this moment. Maybe. Yep. I was trying to use a different one than Pink Monarch prints, but when they work, you know? I think this might have to be our last piece, you guys. Heaven knows there's plenty that I could be working with in here for the next 10 years. So I'm going to try. Let's see. I'll only be 78. Okay, but that needs a topper, doesn't it? Oh, look at here. I've got some scraps here that I think would work. That one, and that one, and this one are all long enough. This one, maybe, we'll see. They were on my desk. I might as well use them, right? I don't know if that one little one's going to make it, but we'll see. Why is that one not? See if I can put it on here separately. Was not hanging out with the crowd. There we go. Okay, we got that done too. Oh, yep, I'm past time because that's how I roll. Oh my gosh, you guys, we got a lot done. Okay, so let me scooch things. Ouch. Stab myself with my pencil lead. Gotta get the guys out from under the mat. So with just all our little goofy papers here, there, and everywhere, we got a journal card done. Got a little sack done, and I really love that sack. That's fun. We got this double journal card with the embossing. This one is just waiting for what I have in mind for it. And then a lot of jelly prints that just needed a little something. Okay, this one we just did. Christmas one, fall one. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 pieces that we finished and really did not make a dent at all in the papers. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. Have a grateful day. Be kind always. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.